some good, some evil. For centuries, he has been...
From 5:30 to 7 tomorrow morning for the very latest updates on school delays and closures.
Inland Power and Light hopes to have electricity back to all its customers by the end of this week. There are still about 100 customers still without power in the Newman Lake area. That's down dramatically from last week when 1,000 customers were powerless. Crews say the rugged terrain and downed power poles make the repair slow going. Ice storm caught more than power companies off guard. U.S. West is trying to catch up on downed wires of their own. Phone company officials say about 1,500 customers were affected by downed phone lines. They say it could be up to another week or two before they're caught up with fixing all those lines. U.S. West says that if your phone service is still out, be sure to find a way to call them and report it.
The Red Cross is looking for some empty space right now in the wake of ice storm. They have 700 used cots sitting in trucks in the Red Cross parking lot left over from ice storm shelters. Officials say there are volunteers to clean them one by one, but they don't have the space. They're hoping someone will donate a large empty building for the next 2 weeks.
So I know there's a building out there somewhere, and I know someone just needs to give us a call. We're hoping that it can be donated, obviously, because we're trying to keep the cost down for this disaster as much as we can.
Joyce Cameron says the Red Cross needs about 2,000 square feet of space with heat, lights, water, and drains. Nicole Brown's family is reportedly making a dramatic move in their ongoing custody battle of O.J. Simpson's 2 young children. They've asked a California judge to dismiss the children's appointed attorney, regain custody of his son and daughter.
A man convicted of killing a gay admirer after the two appeared on the Jenny Jones show will spend 25 to 50 years in prison. Jonathan Schmitz faced up to a life sentence for his second-degree murder conviction. Attorneys for Schmitz said he was ambushed by the TV show. They say Schmitz expected to meet a female admirer. Despite a court ruling that Hawaii must now allow gay marriages, same-sex couples won't be heading down the aisle anytime soon. The judge in that case today put his decision on hold while the state appeals. The judge agreed with attorneys who said the state will have a dilemma if another court overturned his ruling after gay couples had gotten to the go-ahead to get married. The Hawaiian Supreme Court is expected to rule in this case in about a year.
Well, part of the AIDS quilt is on display down at the Washington State University in Pullman in memory of those killed by the disease. 3 sections of the AIDS memorial quilt are being laid out in the school's Holland Library. The panels consist of squares made by the loved ones of those killed by AIDS. WSU organizers say the quilt display helps bring home the reality of how deadly AIDS is. The panels are on display until tomorrow night.
Cold temperatures raise health concerns. Still ahead on News 4, knowing the signs can help keep you and your kids out of trouble.
The snow serves as a soft landing for a cat that got a little too high and used up one of his 9 lives.
And it came down to a coin toss, the close battle to fill a city council seat.
But first, a look at tonight's winning lottery number.
You're watching News 4 at 11 with Marianne Mishima, Mark Wright, weather with Laura Ashley, and sports with Dennis Patchen.
Well, the cold weather brings with it several health concerns, specifically for children. News 4's Katie Eldred reports. For kids, Katie Eldridge, News 4. And that's a concern with kids out having a great time like that. The last thing they're thinking about is drinking something, keeping hats on their heads, and mittens on.
No,
you know, no one cares.
No, you can see a great time. Yeah, that looked like fun.
I miss my sledding days. Well, give us an update. We've got a little rain coming down now.
Similar things. Well, a kitten who spent 3 days stuck on top of a power pole in the Spokane Valley tumbles to safety. His name is Frog, and his owner says a neighbor's dog chased the kitten up the pole. Today, Washington Water Power was able to free a crew to try to rescue Frog, but with 13,000 volts just inches away, the safest move was to let the cat fall to the snow-covered ground. Frog survived the ordeal.
He's a wonderful, dear, really sweet, wonderful cat. I'm going to go get him warm.
And we're told Frog is all right and resting comfortably with his owner tonight.
Had a nice hot meal, we're told. After that kind of ordeal, the lineman, by the way, told the cat's owner he had to knock it off when he did because it was getting too close to the high voltage line, and that would have been bad.
So the fall was the safer. The lesser of 2 evils.
The lesser of 2 evils, and Frog is resting nicely tonight. Well, Tuesday night, Cougar coach Mike Price discussed the vacant coaching job at Minnesota. Coming up next on News 4.